Let me tell you something that's going to make your blood boil. While you were sitting at home watching WrestleMania XL Saturday, you witnessed what might be the most disrespectful, most outrageous use of celebrity appearances in WWE history, and nobody is talking about it. Lil Wayne and GUSO supposedly pumped up the WWE universe, but did they really? Or were we all just played for fools while WWE executives laughed all the way to the bank? Before you click away thinking this is just another wrestling video, I dare you to stick around because what I'm about to expose will change how you see celebrity involvement in wrestling forever. Drop a comment right now if you think celebrities belong in WWE or if they're ruining the business we all love. This is going to get heated, and I need to know where you stand before we go any further. WrestleMania XL was supposed to be the biggest event of the year, the granddaddy of them all, the showcase of the immortals. Philadelphia was electric, the fans were ready, and WWE had promised us something special. Then Lil Wayne shows up with GUSO, and suddenly everyone's acting like this was the greatest moment in wrestling history. Really? A rapper who probably couldn't tell you the difference between a suplex and a snapmare is supposed to get us hyped for the main event? This is exactly what's wrong with modern wrestling, and I'm sick of pretending it's not. WWE has become so obsessed with mainstream attention and celebrity validation that they've forgotten what actually matters. The wrestlers, the stories, the matches that we've been invested in for months or even years. Instead, we get Lil Wayne walking out, probably for a massive paycheck, doing the bare minimum, and everyone's supposed to act grateful. Now before the Lil Wayne fans attack me in the comments, let me be clear. I'm not saying he's not talented in his own field. The man is a hip-hop legend, and I respect what he's accomplished in music. But here's what nobody wants to admit. His appearance at WrestleMania XL had absolutely nothing to do with enhancing the wrestling product. It was a marketing stunt, pure and simple. WWE wanted headlines, they wanted social media buzz, they wanted casual fans who don't even watch wrestling to tune in for 5 minutes, see a celebrity they recognize, and then disappear again. And you know what the worst part is? It worked. Everyone fell for it. Twitter was exploding, Instagram was flooded with clips, and mainstream media actually covered a wrestling event for once. But at what cost? At the cost of treating the actual performers like background props in their own show. GUSO is one of the most over superstars in WWE right now. The Yeet movement is organic, it's real, it's something that grew from the fans genuinely connecting with his character and his journey. This man went from being Roman Reigns' enforcer to breaking free and becoming his own star. He didn't need Lil Wayne to validate him. He didn't need a celebrity cosign to prove he matters. But WWE booked it that way anyway, because they have zero faith in their own talent. Think about that for a second. GUSO, a member of the greatest tag team in WWE history, a performer who bleeds and sweats for this business night after night, needed a rapper to stand next to him to pump up the crowd? That's insulting. That's degrading. And the fact that nobody in WWE seems to see a problem with this is exactly why wrestling will never be taken seriously again. The WWE universe packed into Lincoln Financial Field wasn't there to see Lil Wayne. They were there to see Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. They were there to see Gunther defend his Intercontinental Championship. They were there to see the stories they've been following culminate on the biggest stage. But WWE's creative team and their corporate overlords don't trust that wrestling alone is enough anymore. They need celebrities, they need influencers, they need anyone with a blue checkmark on social media to justify their existence. It's pathetic, and it's killing the authenticity that made wrestling special in the first place. Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't need a rapper to pump up the crowd. The Rock didn't need a pop star to make his entrance memorable. Hulk Hogan didn't need a celebrity endorsement to become the biggest star in the world. They were wrestlers, and wrestling was enough. But let's dig deeper into what actually happened during this WrestleMania XL Saturday moment because the details make it even worse. Lil Wayne performed, GUSO came out, they did their thing, the crowd reacted because they'll react to anything with production value and pyrotechnics, and then what? Did it add anything to the actual storyline? Did it make the matches better? Did it create a moment that will be remembered 5 years from now for reasons other than it was weird that Lil Wayne was there? No, no, and no. It was empty calories, wrestling junk food, designed to pop the crowd in the moment but leaving nothing of substance behind. And WWE keeps doing this over and over again, from Bad Bunny to Logan Paul to whoever the next celebrity du jour will be, because they're chasing viral moments instead of building lasting legacies. Here's what really gets me heated about this whole situation. There are wrestlers in the back, veterans who have given their entire lives to this industry, who will never get a fraction of the attention or respect that Lil Wayne got for showing up for one night. There are young performers grinding in NXT, dreaming of their WrestleMania moment, who watched a celebrity walk out and get a bigger reaction than they'll probably ever receive. And WWE wonders why morale is low, why people are leaving for other promotions, why the locker room feels disconnected from management. It's because moments like this send a clear message: if you're not already famous outside of wrestling, you don't matter as much. Your years of training don't matter. Your dedication doesn't matter. Your passion for the business doesn't matter. All that matters is whether you can bring eyeballs from outside the wrestling bubble. The pumping up of the WWE universe that supposedly happened was artificial, manufactured, focus grouped to death before anyone even stepped through the curtain. Real wrestling moments happen organically. They happen when Daniel Bryan leads a crowd in yes chants so loud the building shakes. They happen when Becky Lynch becomes the man because fans refuse to accept anyone else. They happen when CM Punk speaks truth to power and creates a movement. Those are real moments. Those are genuine connections between performers and fans. What happened with Lil Wayne and GUSO at WrestleMania XL was a corporate mandate, a sponsored segment disguised as spontaneous energy. And if you can't see the difference, then WWE's propaganda machine has worked exactly as intended. Now some of you are typing angry comments right now defending this, saying I'm just a hater, saying I don't understand modern entertainment, saying WWE needs to evolve with the times. Fine, let me address that head on. Evolution doesn't mean abandoning your identity. Evolution doesn't mean pandering to people who will never become long-term fans. Evolution doesn't mean disrespecting the foundation that built your company. WWE was built on larger-than-life personalities who were wrestlers first. Even when they crossed over into mainstream success, their wrestling credibility came first. The Rock became a movie star because he was first The Rock in WWE. John Cena became a Hollywood fixture because he was first John Cena the wrestler. Batista, Ronda Rousey, even people like Mr. T back in the day earned their wrestling moments by respecting the business and putting in the work. But modern celebrity appearances are drive-by shootings, quick hits for publicity with no real investment or respect for wrestling as an art form. The worst part about all of this is that WWE has conditioned fans to accept and even celebrate this treatment. They've gaslit an entire generation of wrestling fans into thinking that celebrity involvement equals legitimacy, that mainstream attention equals success, that going viral equals quality. It doesn't. You know what equals success? Selling out arenas because people want to see your wrestlers perform, creating characters so compelling that fans can't look away, telling stories that resonate emotionally and make people care about predetermined outcomes. That's success. That's wrestling done right. But WWE has strayed so far from that path that they don't even remember what it looks like anymore. They're so busy chasing whatever Netflix wants or whatever Fox demands or whatever Peacock requires that they've forgotten how to just be a wrestling company. And let's be honest about something else while we're here. GUSO didn't need this moment, but WWE needed to manufacture it because they're terrified of letting anything happen naturally anymore. Every single second of every single show is scripted, produced, choreographed, and sanitized until there's no room for real emotion or genuine spontaneity. The yeet gesture became popular despite WWE, not because of them. Fans latched onto it organically, and WWE has been trying to capitalize on it ever since without understanding why it worked in the first place. So they bring in Lil Wayne thinking it'll amplify something that was already perfect on its own. It's like adding ketchup to a perfectly cooked steak. You're not making it better, you're ruining what was already great by not trusting it to stand on its own merits. This pattern extends far beyond just one WrestleMania moment though. WWE's obsession with celebrity validation has infected every level of their operation. The Hall of Fame has become a joke with celebrities getting inducted while actual wrestlers who built the business get overlooked. Celebrity guest appearances interrupt actual storylines and waste valuable television time. Social media strategies prioritize celebrity interactions over showcasing the roster. Everything is designed to make WWE look cool to people who fundamentally don't care about wrestling, while the fans who actually watch every week and buy tickets and purchase merchandise get treated like they should just be grateful for whatever scraps they're thrown. WrestleMania XL Saturday could have been perfect without Lil Wayne. Actually, it would have been better without him. Imagine if that time had gone to an actual wrestler cutting a promo. Imagine if GUSO had been allowed to have his moments solo, proving he's a star who doesn't need crutches or celebrity endorsements. Imagine if WWE had confidence in their own product instead of constantly seeking external validation. But that would require courage, vision, and a belief in wrestling as something valuable in itself rather than just a vehicle for celebrity cross-promotion. And based on everything we've seen, WWE's current leadership possesses none of those qualities. So here's my challenge to everyone watching this video. Next time WWE announces a celebrity appearance, ask yourself what it's actually adding. Ask yourself if it enhances the wrestling or distracts from it. Ask yourself if it's creating lasting value or just temporary buzz. And most importantly, ask yourself if you're okay with wrestlers being treated as supporting characters in their own show. If you're not okay with it, make noise. Comment below, share this video, let WWE know that some fans still care about wrestling more than celebrities. Let them know that we see through the marketing tactics and corporate synergy and cross-promotional nonsense. Because if we don't push back, this only gets worse. Next WrestleMania it'll be TikTok influencers, then YouTube personalities, then who knows what. The line keeps moving until wrestling itself becomes secondary to whatever trend WWE is chasing that week. At the end of the day, WrestleMania XL Saturday should be remembered for incredible matches, shocking moments, and the continuation of compelling stories. Instead, part of its legacy will always include Lil Wayne standing next to GUSO in what WWE's marketing team probably considers a massive win. They'll point to engagement metrics and trending topics and media coverage as proof of success, but they'll ignore the growing disconnect between the company and its hardcore fan base. They'll ignore the talent frustration brewing behind the scenes. They'll ignore the fact that short-term publicity stunts can never replace long-term storytelling and character development. They'll ignore all of it because acknowledging these problems would mean admitting their strategy is fundamentally flawed, and corporations never admit they're wrong until it's far too late. If you've made it this far in the video, you're exactly the kind of fan wrestling needs more of. You care enough to listen to an entire rant about the state of the industry. You're invested enough to think critically about what you're being sold. You understand that loving wrestling means holding it to high standards, not blindly accepting everything just because it has WWE's logo on it. Drop a comment telling me whether you agree or disagree, but more importantly, tell me what you think WWE should do differently. How can they balance mainstream appeal with wrestling authenticity? Is there a way to use celebrities that actually enhances rather than detracts? Or should wrestling just be wrestling and stop apologizing for what it is? These are the conversations we need to be having instead of just passively consuming whatever content gets produced. Hit that like button if this video made you think, subscribe if you want more unfiltered wrestling commentary, and share this with anyone who needs to hear it. Because until fans start demanding better, WWE has no incentive to give us better. The power has always been in our hands, we just need to remember how to use it.